joining us for XWF. We're backstage. We got the dog walking. He's whistling. Hazard's just come around the corner. And Hazard's saying to him, "What the hell do you think you're looking at?" "What, man? Come on. He was just walking backstage whistling." And the dog says, "This little man needs to take a chill pill." You feel me? I love the dog, man. I love the dog. And the dog's saying, "I don't know what's got your back up, little fella, but I'm minding my own business." See, he was minding his own business. And Hazard says, "Well, now you've got business to deal with, me." And the dog says, "No offense, man, but what you gonna do, kick my ass like you did Luke Loins?" Oh my God. The dog burning Hazard, man. And Hazard said he's gonna beat him in the ring. Hazard's challenged the dog to a match tonight.
Everyone around me, no one seems to care. I'm just so far gone and nothing's gonna change. I'll never be the same. It's always do this, do that, everything they want to. I don't wanna live that way. Every chance they get, they're always pushing me away. It's never enough, no. It's never enough, no matter what I say. It's never enough, no, it's never enough. I'll never be what you want me to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're joining us as Hazard is making his way down to the ring. As you saw before the jump, he has challenged the dog to a match. Now this little weasel of a guy, he got his ass kicked last show, let's be honest, alright? Hazard, I think he had it coming for a long time, because this guy's been weaseling about. And he went to the office, and he called Luke Loins a bitch. And he challenged him, and he got a main event match against him, and Luke Loins was already pissed off, man. Luke Loins was fired up from challenging Damage. And Luke Loins just destroyed Hazard, and it was a beautiful thing to see. Hazard try to fight back. But now we're seeing the dog, and we have not seen the dog in XWF since before he went on hiatus, so it's good to see him, and he's as energetic and as enigmatic as he always is. Look at him jumping around. He's loving it. I've always been a big fan of this guy, you know. On a technical scale, this guy's got wrestling ability. He's just never been able to reach heights in this company, and I hope that maybe tonight he can show us what we've been missing, and maybe he can set himself on a career path for a really good run here in XWF since we've come back. Hazard's walking around the outside, already pissed off with a chip on his shoulder. You know, it's gotta be hard to have your ass kicked that hard by Luke Loins in your first main event match, you know. So in a way, I kind of feel sorry for Hazard, but at the same time, he had this coming a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are opening tonight's show with the dog. Look at him dancing. I love the dog just like getting jiggy with it and stuff, man. Look, Hazard, man, that is the face of a spoiled child. He is not happy about this. He is not happy, and he's got a lot to prove today. He needs to beat the dog to get some credibility back after that ass kicking. Hazard getting in the dog's face, goes for a punch. The dog dodges and gives him a little kick in the gut. Dog, look at this combo spin punch from the dog. The dog, look at him dancing. He's loving it. Oh my God, Hazard, you know, this is not looking good for you. This is not looking good, and the fans are loving this spin around splash. Spin around splash, and Hazard, look at the dog just wiping his feet on the mat against him like a dog would do, you know, I love it. Arms ripping to the corner, the dog walking over to Hazard. Hazard puts a foot up, runs over and hits him in his kidney stones. Goes for a kick, the dog spins around and kicks him, and Hazard rolls out the ring. Hazard trying to shake up the cobwebs, the dog's dancing, the dog is dancing. Hazard, what are you gonna do, man? Hazard climbing up onto the apron, the dog just butts him in the shoulder with his shoulder. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this! Oh my God! Powerbomb to the outside. Sunset flip style. The dog rolls him in. Could this be over? You know, he just powerbombed him on the outside. That would put a man away. 1, 2. And a kick out on 2 there by Hazard. It is not enough to keep Hazard down. You know, look, as much as I'm laughing about Hazard getting his ass kicked by Luke Wayne's last show, I think you have to remember that this is a guy that had a decent match against Dr. Khan in his first match. He had a decent match against Tobias Upson. You know, I don't want to shit on this guy because Hazard, he has some upsides. Nice clothesline there from Hazard. I don't want to shit on this guy. I just don't like the guy. I think he's a weasel. So, you know, I'm going to take the chance to have a little dig at him because I know it gets under his skin and I like it. But Hazard, we got to say this, he is now in control. And he's going for the cover, for the 1, for the 2, and a kick out there by the dog. He's still in the fight. Hazard looking disappointed that the dog wasn't down for the count there. Hazard picking him up to his feet. What's Hazard got in mind? Irish whip. Into the corner goes the dog. Hazard walks over. Grabs him, draws him out, slams him down. Look at Hazard, vicious. Off the second rope. Oh my god, a nice body splash there. A nice body splash. Lays him down for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, a kick out there by the dog. You can see the frustrations boiling over in the face of Hazard. He's got to stay on the attack if he wants to put the dog away. Goes for a forearm. The dog blocks it, runs in with a nice forearm of his own. And the dog's starting to build up some momentum. This is his opportunity with another forearm, taking Hazard off his feet. Stamps on his chest. What's the dog got in mind as he lifts Hazard up to his feet, but Hazard ducks under and kicks him in the back of the leg. Runs in and a flying clothesline from Hazard, putting all his body weight into that jump to take the dog off his feet. And now Hazard turns him around. Nice neck breaker there. Very textbook, but nicely done. Hazard sits the dog up. Oh, we've seen this move before. Tucks his feet through the legs. Look at this. Bends the arms back. This is such a nasty looking move as he stretches him. Just think of the damage that does to your shoulders and your chest as the match goes on. You know, that's an investment move, as I like to call it. Hazard picks the dog up. Strong little man there from Hazard. You know, you can say what you want about him. He scoop slammed it into next week. 1, 2, 3. No, a kick out by the dog. He's still fighting. The fans are behind the dog, man. They want to see nothing more than the dog kick Hazard's ass. But Hazard is in control of this match. And he clotheslines the dog. The dog steps up straight into a Manhattan drop. And Hazard grabs his legs. The dog kicks him up with 2 feet. This is the dog's opportunity to get back in the fight. Monkey toss. Monkey flip from the dog. And now the dog is turning Hazard up. And this is your moment, the dog. This is your moment to get Hazard where you want him. Hazard's lifting himself up on the ropes. He doesn't know where he is. He's in danger. The dog draws him in. Look at this backdrop. Back suplex there from the dog, crushing Hazard down, and the dog's getting hyped up. The dog's barking. He's barking. This is time. What's he going to go for? Look at this strike. Hazard doesn't know where he is. The dog does a little dance. He does a little dance the other way. Oh, and another punch, and the Hazard goes down to the floor like a sack of spuds. The dog lifted him up to a standing position. What's the dog got in mind? He's torn. He's going to go for a wet doggy in the microwave. If he nails this, it could be over. He goes for it. No. Hazard blocks it and twists the arm. Hazard. The signature move. Hammerlock DDT. That's enough to wipe you out. That is enough to wipe a man out. And now the dog doesn't know where he is. He's trying to get up to his feet. Hazard's sizing him up. Hazard kick. He nails it. I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote for the cover. 1, 2. Come on, doggy. 3. No, it's over. The dog is defeated by Hazard. Hazard needed that victory, man. After the last show, Hazard needed that victory, and he's proved that he's still got it. You know, he's proved that he's still a viable competitor here in XWF. And what's he doing now? Wait, what is he doing? The dog doesn't know where he is. He's trying to get up to his feet. Hazard, no, come on, Hazard, kick again. Oh my God. Unnecessary. Look at Hazard. He's smelling blood, man. He's angry. He's annoyed about last show, and he's taking it out on the dog. That is absolutely horrific. And what's he doing now? Hazard, come on, he's going to do it again. He's going to hit it with another. Junction's music, and he's running out. Look at Hazard turning around. The dog's rolled out to safety. Hazard does not look impressed. He's standing his ground. Oh, Junction, fork in the road. Hazard was not expecting that. He was there ready to fight him. But Junction just flew in, hit him with a kick, hit him with a fork in the road, and Hazard is trying to climb his way up the ropes. Junction clotheslines him over the top rope. Leaving a message. Junction was not about to let Hazard hit another Hazard kick on the dog for no reason, and Junction just staring at Hazard. Just staring at him. I like that from Junction. You know, Junction sticks up for the good guys, man, and I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, we're going to be doing our XWF Women's Championship Tournament bracket, and the match that we will have tonight is Banshee going 1-on-1 with Marie Gonzales. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hearing we're going backstage now. The Bronx Bunny and Bruce is saying, I don't know about you, Skinner, but I'm not sure that the Poker Kings or T-Unit were good enough. We gave them a chance to show us how good they are, but I don't think they deserve a shot. What about you? I'm not sold on them. We've given Birds of Prey, Hardcore Hate Crew, T-Unit, and Poker Kings a fair chance. We've watched them, but we've got to keep looking for a real contender, because none of them are good enough. That's what they're saying, man. I can't believe this. And Skinner's saying, you're right, Bruiser. If we want to maintain the highest caliber tag team division, we can't be handing out title matches. And Bruiser's agreeing with him and says we got to keep looking for teams to challenge us. Man, I'm not sure how I feel about that, you know? I really think they're putting up fighting at this point. Banshee making her way down to the ring now with Bella Morte. She will be facing Marie Gonzales as a part of our Women's Championship Tournament bracket. So whoever wins tonight out of Banshee or Marie Gonzales will progress to the next round of the tournament. The loser will be out of the runnings. It's harsh, but this is the owner's way of crowning a women's champion, and I think it's an honorable and good way to come down to a champion. Banshee so far has been very strong in XWF. In the gauntlet match, she was on a roll, man. She was eliminating people left, right, and center, and I think a lot of people have come to appreciate her for that. You know, every time she stepped in the ring here, she's looked great. Marie Gonzales was in the gauntlet match, and she came out, and she and Banshee had a really good little go in the ring. Banshee did defeat Marie there. But this is Marie's chance to try and beat Banshee and maybe progress forward in this tournament if possible. I think these two are going to go at it. I think Marie is a very talented individual, and I think she proved that in the gauntlet. Her and Banshee really did have a fair go. But if Marie can beat Banshee tonight and progress, well, first of all, I mean, that takes a very strong competitor out of the tournament. If Banshee's out of the tournament in the first round, you know, I think a lot of people out the back would be happy with that, because they wouldn't have to fight Banshee, if you know what I'm saying. But Marie Gonzales, do not sleep on her. She's a very talented individual. Let's get this show on the road. Marie Gonzales versus Banshee, XWF 49. Let's go. Irish whip from Marie. Sleeps over. Leaps over. I like this. I like this. Marie Gonzales goes to grab him. Banshee side past her and kicks her in the leg. Irish whip from Banshee. What she got in mind? Leapfrog from Banshee. Going for the grapple. Belly to belly. Marie Gonzales fights out with a bell clap. Throws Banshee over the top rope, but Banshee holds on. Marie tries to grab him, and Banshee hits her with a forearm. Gets back in the ring. What's Banshee got in mind? Locking horns with her. Locking horns with her. Marie pushes her away. Irish whip. Fast-paced action from these two. Marie going for an arm wringer, twisting the arm. Look at this. Putting up to the top hammerlock. Trying to work Banshee down with Banshee with a strike to the abdomen. Banshee with a strike to the abdomen. Banshee with a strike to the abdomen. 3 times in a row. Banshee with the Irish whip. Throwing Marie into the corner. Runs in. Banshee! Oh my God! She got flapjacked onto the top rope. It looked like she was jumping up onto her. But Marie Gonzales just flapjacked her onto the top rope. And I mean, that's a shift in tide. That's a shift in the tide. That's a shift in the momentum. Nice shoulder block there. Drove through it for the 1. For the 2, no. Banshee is still in the fight. That was a nice move from Marie Gonzales. You know, she was about to get cross-bodied, and she pushed the weight over her shoulder, and Banshee really landed on the top rope nastily. And like I say, I think that's a game changer for this match. That's a 1. That's a 2 and a kick out. Definitely gives Marie the upper hand for now, while Banshee's got to recover from that. Marie Gonzales bouncing Banshee off the rope. What she got in mind? Hip toss there. Nicely done. Banshee holding her lower back. And Marie Gonzales staying on her like a rash. That's what you got to do with a competitor like Banshee. Runs in, goes for a splash, but Banshee moves out the way. Runs in, clothesline, powerful from Banshee. This is the shift in momentum that Banshee needs. Kick to the abdomen there from Banshee. Kick to the leg. Look at this, oh, payout there. Nice move. Flatline style for the cover. 1, 2. And a kick out on the 2 by Marie Gonzales. It's not enough to keep her down. Banshee staying on the attack with these kicks to the leg and a massive right hand there. Bella Morte clapping because that was a nasty looking strike. Whipping the head back. Vintage Banshee. Vintage Banshee. Picking Marie up in another one of these neck snapping moves. We see Banshee use this move a lot. 1, 2. Kick out on the 2.5 there by Marie Gonzales. Good match so far. You can really feel that both of these women want to progress to the next round of the XWF Women's Championship Tournament bracket. Banshee with these strikes there, just wearing down Marie, and Marie's trying to find a way up. And Banshee again slams her head down for the cover. 1, 2. No, Marie is still in the fight. Marie is still hanging on. can feel the fire burning in her, and it's not out yet. Banshee picks her up to the feet, goes to grab her, but Marie kicks her in the abdomen. This is your chance. Marie runs in. Meteora! Pop-up Meteora, driving Banshee down. Banshee tried to roll away. I think she was going to try and leave the ring, but Marie Gonzales is staying on her exactly like she needs to. Stepping up onto that second rope. Tornado DDT! Nicely done on the top of Banshee's head. Banshee holding her head there, and now Marie's holding her up as Banshee's trying to use the rope to climb back up. This is what she needs. Marie Gonzales springboard off that second rope. Hurricane Runner! Oh my god, and the kip up. Marie Gonzales on fire tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Bella Morte just watching on. Marie for the cover. Could that Hurricane Runner be enough to keep Banshee down? 1, 2, 3. No, a kick out on 2.7.2. Crazy, crazy. These two competitors going at it tonight. I'm really enjoying this. Hurricane Runner from Marie Gonzales. Really in the driver's seat here. Really knuckling down on Banshee. Hey, Marie, the signature move. This could be it, you know. This could be it. Marie Gonzales moving Banshee out of away from the ropes, going for the cover. That's what we need. 1, 2, 3. But Banshee kicks out, and you never know. I mean, that 8 Marie could have been enough to beat her. But the time it took her to reposition her and move her away was just giving Banshee recovery time, and Banshee with a clothesline. And another clothesline. This is the combat Banshee needed. Runs in on a crescent moon kick right in between the eyes. Such force there. As she picks Marie up to her feet, and Banshee with a capture suplex. The tides are turning, the tables are turning, and this is what Banshee needs. The momentum shift is in her favor right now. Knee to the stomach. Banshee up onto the shoulder. Hurricane Runner of her own from Banshee. Marie's in a bad way as Banshee's holding her up to her feet. What she got in mind? She runs in. Marie went to clothesline her, but Banshee's twisted her around. Look at this! Oh my god! Selena does so tight maneuver there. And Marie rolls out the ring, saving face. You know, if she thought she was going to be getting pinned right there, she saved herself. And what's Banshee doing? What's Banshee doing up the rope? Banshee! Oh my god, over the top rope! Oh my god! What a dive! What a dive over the top rope. That was a massive jump from Banshee, and she's picking Marie up to her feet now. Marie rolled out the ring to avoid getting pinned, and while she was recovering, Banshee just flew over the top rope and hit her. That could wipe her out, you know, for the cover. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. No, and Marie is still in the fight somehow. What a women's match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Banshee leaning in the corner, catching her breath. She can't believe that Marie kicked out of that. She's got to go to the well and bring something big out. Going for her landing, but Marie moved her out the way and smooth package. Oh my god, she's rolling up. I don't think Banshee saw her coming. 1, 2, she's got it. 3. No, Banshee gets a shoulder up. Marie Gonzales catching Banshee off guard there. She reversed that landing. Massive clothesline from Marie. And another massive clothesline from Marie. Crescent moon kick or calf kick, sorry, in the chest of Banshee. And Banshee's down in position exactly where Marie wants her. Banshee just nipped up. Marie dived in. Oh my god, she caught her with a lament. She caught her in midair with a lament. I don't believe it. 1, 2, 3, that's all she wrote. Banshee picks up the victory over Marie Gonzales here tonight on Shockwave 49. Banshee progresses in the XWF Women's Championship Tournament. She goes through to the next round, and Marie Gonzales is eliminated. I think that was a great showcase for these two. Marie showed what she's made of, man. She showed what she's made of, but Banshee once again just about pulls the victory. You know, she is an incredible competitor. I think she's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the next round. So our first two going through are Raven and Banshee, and Hamako and Marie Gonzales are eliminated. Banshee versus Raven's going to be good, man. And Malice, here he is from the Hardcore Hate Crew, and he's saying, when the Hardcore Hate Crew were the tag division champions in XWF, we were fighters. It's true, they were. And Malice is saying that we would practically beg the owner to give us matches wherever and whenever. And Malice says that they would fight any challenger that they wanted a shot, any veteran team, any new team, anyone that wanted a shot. So when Bronx Bunny are making excuses to get out of defending their titles, and they start booking matches with other teams as an excuse that they need a team who deserves a shot at them, Malice says all it says to him is that they are not passionate about being tag team champions. Because if they are true champions, they should be out there in the ring every chance, showing the XWF fans why they are true champions. Man, Malice is honorable. And Malice says, but it's fine because me and Penance, we won the OCW Universal Tag Belts or OCW Emergence. And the first thing we did when we came back to XWF was we asked the owner if we could defend them here. And he reached out to OCW management, and they gave him the green light. This is interesting, man. This is interesting. And Malice says, Bronx Bunny, if you guys want to continue to be paper champions, me and Net Penance, we're going to do the best thing we can, be the best damn champions we can. And to do that, we are putting the OCW belts up for grabs in an open challenge tonight. What the hell? Oh my god! And Malice says, we don't care if it's a veteran team, a new team, a rookie team, a team from another company. All we say is that you bring your A game, and we show the world why tag team wrestling is amazing. Man, that's incredible. Is this happening? The Hardcore Hate Crew are defending the OCW Universal Tag Team Championships here tonight on Shockwave against the team. It's an open challenge. We don't know who. That's history in the making. Wait a minute. Is Savage going backstage to the locker room? What the hell? Throw him into that cupboard. What the hell? Oh my god, don't do it, Savage. Powerbomb. Oh my god. Savage looking at the camera and he's saying, Dr. Korn, listen, I know how much this guy means to you. You brought him into the XWF. He was a part of your little crusade faction, and I know you don't want to see him get hurt. This guy is sick. He's saying, here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this a warning shot. And if you don't want me to do this to Titus, look, Titus is injured, man. He's saying, if you don't want me to do this to Titus again, but way, way worse, then you're going to accept my challenge, a match at no turning back. This is nasty. This is vile. Sean Savage says, I'm so certain that I'm going to crush you that I'll even put the no-holds-barred title on the line. He beat Titus up as a message. This is sickening. Savage says it's time to show the world that Dr. Khan ain't what he used to be. Oh my god. Holy shit, man. I'm in shock. I mean, I've got to move on because the Hardcore Hate Crew are making their way down to the ring, and this is a historic moment. They've got the OCW Universal Tag Team Championships. And I've got to be excited about this, and I am, don't get me wrong. This is history in the making, and I can't believe I'm calling an OCW Tag Division match on XWF TV. That's blowing my mind. But at the same time, I just got to take a minute to think that Savage just violently attacked Titus Valentine, stood over him while he was writhing in pain, and used it as a warning shot to challenge Dr. Khan. I think that's a sick, sick thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Hardcore Hate Crew, Penance, Malice, and Charity in the ring now, wearing the OCW Universal Tag Team Championships that they won at OCW Emergence. To have them here on this show with these belts is quality. I know they had the belts here in their possession. They have had for the last few shows, but to have them defend the belts is next level. These guys are ready. Who's gonna challenge them? Who's it gonna be? Wait a minute. I don't recognize that music. I don't think the crowd recognize it either. Oh my god! I know, this is the Brothers of Lamb. The owner signed these guys when we were on a hiatus, and they have not had a match yet. And this is a clever move from these guys, because I've heard great things about these guys, and this is a big match for them to debut in, because this is an open challenge, and they've obviously said, let's do the challenge, because imagine if they win. Not only would they beat one of the most prestigious champions in the XWF, you know, the Hardcore Hate Crew, one of the greatest tag teams we've ever had here, but they would win an OCW championship, which would then mean they would be going over to OCW to defend the belts, and it would just blow their career up massively. So this is a very, very clever move from these guys, and I think, you know, not many teams would do something this bold as their first match. But the Brothers of Lamb, I mean, I've heard great things. To be fair, the Hardcore Hate Crew said it was open to anyone. They said it could be a new team. They said it could be a veteran team. They said it could be a team from another show. The Brothers of Lamb are here tonight, and they're challenging for the OCW Universal Tag Team Championships. That is impressive. I don't know what to think of these guys yet. We're going to have to see them, but everything I've heard about these guys are that they are an incredible tag team with great chemistry. They are brothers, and they have been training together for a long time, and the fans don't seem to know what to make of these guys yet, but the Hardcore Hate Crew, they're always up for a challenge. They've handed the OCW Tag Division Universal Tag Team Championships over, and this is it. This is happening. So that guy right there is Niaza Alam, and I've heard big things about him. Look at him. He's doing a little prayer. I've heard he always prays first thing in a match. That's interesting. Alam with a kick there from Niaza right in the gut of Malice. I don't think Malice saw that coming, and the second one of the club to the back. Vicious. I don't think the fans were ready to see a guy just plow into the Hardcore Hate Crew there. Malice went for a textbook kick, but Niaza here. Knees to the abdomen. Oh my god. The Brothers Alam are here on XWF. This is... I'm shocked, man. But I mean, this is not what I envisioned this morning when I woke up. I did not envision this. Fireman carry type move here from Niaza. Malice kicks out of it. Look at this. Runs in. Hurricane Runner there from Malice. Nicely executed. This is the tide of turns that he needed. Drop kick in the chest cavity. Very nicely done. Man, if you'd have told me this morning, when you come to XWF Shockwave 49, you're going to see the Hardcore Hate Crew defend the OCW Universal Tag Team Championships against the Brothers Alam, I would have been like, what? That's not right. But it's true, and I'm shocked, man. I mean, even the fans in attendance here are like, what the hell is going on? I think this is incredible, and I'm really into this. Hardcore Hate Crew going for some double team action here as they bounce Niaza off the rope. Hip toss in there, nicely done. And both throw a kick, one into the back, one into the chest. Running elbow drop there from Penance. Nicely done, precision drop for the cover. One, for the cover. No, and a kick out just before the two. Niaza kicking out. And this is a thing for the Hardcore Hate Crew as well. I don't know how much they know about the Brothers Alam, so they won't even know what these guys do and how to counter them, you know. As the Hardcore Hate Crew have wrestled many tag teams in their time, and you start to build up knowledge and repertoire of their moves and stuff, and you can, you know, come up with divisive plans to fight back. How do you fight a team that you've never even met? You know, you've just got to go in and do your best, I guess. Hardcore Hate Crew with the Irish Whip here on Niaza, throwing him into their corner. And Penance tags in Malice as Charity watches on from the outside. Nice double clothesline there from the Hardcore Hate Crew. Nicely executed. Penance rolling Niaza over. Gets the leg hooked for the cover. That is one. That is two. No, a kick out again before the two. Niaza is very resilient here. They've been throwing a lot of moves at him, and they've not even managed to pin him for a two yet. Malice with the Irish Whip on Niaza, throwing him into the corner. What is Malice going to do? But Niaza drags him out, swaps in places with him, and off the second rope, drives a knee into the back there. That's pinpoint precision, and Niaza torn into the fans. Malice really shook from that, man. Really shook from that knee into the back. And look at the strength of Niaza as he hooks him down, hooks the arm. Look at that strength, look at that vertical stalling suplex, and slams him down. See, that is the sort of move that can change the tides of a battle. For the one, for the two, and a kick out on the two by Malice. The Hardcore Hate Crew is still in the game, and they are still OCW Universal Tag Team Champions. Knuckle part there from Niaza. Strong punch, very, very strong punch. Niaza whips Malice into the corner of the Brothers Alam, and in comes Saeed as they bounce Malice off the rope. Double back body drop, and Malice goes flying. Malice goes flying. Look at Saeed bashing his chest. Animalistic intensity there from Saeed for the cover. One, two, and a kick out on the two by Malice. He's still in the fight. You know, the Hardcore Hate Crew were looking very strong early on. They were shining up very well, but ever since Malice got cut off, the Brothers Alam have been systematically, calculatedly taking him down, and a nice neck breaker there from Saeed Alam. Look at this. Oh my god, he just dropped him onto that top rope. And they're keeping each other fresh. Textbook wrestling, and a kick from Niaza to the abdomen. And a kick to the lower back from Niaza. This is vicious. And look at this, just choking. Referee, come on, man. The fans are starting to boo him now. They're starting to rally against these guys, because it's clear that these guys are, you know, that's a dirty move. That's all I'm going to say. Niaza torn Malice up. What's he got in mind? Malice is frozen. He doesn't know where he is, but he blocks the punch, and he gets a kick to the abdomen. He's got to fight that. He's got to find a way to get a fresh tag if he can. European uppercut there from Malice. Goes for it again, but Niaza spins him around, forearms him, and runs in and cuts him off with a clothesline. Look at Malice trying to crawl there for a second, but Niaza picked him up. Niaza, look at this. Oh my god, a flatliner type move. Viciously done. Reverse STO for the cover. One. For the cover. Two. For the cover. No. Just before the three, and Malice kicks out. These guys are systematically picking apart Malice, man. Strong punches there. Malice doesn't know where he is. Another strong arm and a back elbow there. Irish whip from Niaza. Malice comes off the ropes. He reverses it. This is what Malice needs. Elbow drop to the arm. Malice has got to get a tag. He's got to get a tag. Look at this neck snapper from Malice. He's turning it back in his favor. This is what Malice is so good at. He's down for the count, and before you know it, what the hell? Saeed's grabbing him over the rope. Referee, come on. And look at him just throttling him. throttle him, and Malice just falls down. Saeed sort of pushed him over. And the R's are back in control now. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God! A sit-out full Nelson face buster. Oh my God, could it be over? For the cover, 1, 2, and Penance runs straight past Saeed and breaks the pin. But now Saeed grabs Penance. Look at this. Hooks the orange butterfly suplex there. Man, the brothers are lamb in their debut right here, and they're tearing the Hardcore Hate Crew apart systematically, man. What a debut so far. Penance on the floor outside, and it looks like Saeed went out there and threw him away. But Malice is fighting back with a forearm, and another forearm goes under the arm. An unpelly kick there. This is exactly the shift in momentum that the Hardcore Hate Crew needed, as Malice pulls Niaza away from his tag team partner so he can't tag in. That is expertise of tag team wrestling. That shows the experience of these guys, and we've got a fresh Penance in now, and he's toting Niaza up to his feet. Look at this, crucifixion! Slams him down into the mat, and Penance is toting to the fans, man. This is it. Penance knows that he's in control, and look at this. Niaza desperately trying to crawl to Saeed, but Penance not having it. Jumps up into the shoulders with a Hurricane Rana. Penance turns around, and look at the shoulder in the stomach of Saeed, and power bombs him off the apron. Oh my God. Up to the top rope goes Penance. This could be it. This could be it. Penance turning around. Moonsault from Penance, and he nails it. Ryan landing on the top of Niaza. This could be over for the cover. Wait, Saeed's back up on the apron. Saeed's on the apron. 2, 3, no! Saeed breaks the pin. Just about. Saeed grabs Penance. Look at this. He's not even legal, and he throws Penance out the ring. Wait, Malice jumps in. Malice ain't having it. Runs in. Throws Saeed out the ring. What's Malice doing? Malice! Tope to the outside and wipes out Saeed. A lamb. Up to the top rope goes Penance. No! Niaza sees him, and he drags him off the top rope and slams him down. Niaza picks him up and punches him in between the eyes. Punches him in between the eyes again. Penance in a spot of bother, but he reverses the Irish whip. He ducks down. Niaza drives the skull onto his knee. Malice and Saeed busted up outside. It just leaves these two competitors in the ring, and it looks like we could possibly see new OCW Universal Tag Team Champions. No, because Penance jumped over the move, and he nailed him with a signature leg drop to the back of the head, and he's rushing to the top rope. Penance lining him up. Niaza's in position. Hardcore Hate Screw. He pushes him down for the cover, for the 1, for the 2, for the 3, and the Hardcore Hate Crew retain the OCW Universal Tag Team Championships in a great match. I don't think we can take anything away from the debut of the Brothers Alam. They showed that they have got the chops for tag team wrestling. I think they're going to put a great showcase into the division. But for now, the Hardcore Hate Crew retain the OCW Universal Tag Team Championships and remain loyal and true to their word that they would defend their championships against whoever, whenever, exactly the opposite, as they say, of what the Bronx Bunny have been doing lately. Dr. Khan running backstage now to see Titus, and he's asking Titus, are you okay? Where is Savage? Where is he? Khan sounds angry, man. He's coming out. He's going to look for him. Wait, what's this? Dr. Khan says, you crossed the line, Savage. Man, Dr. Khan's angry. And he's saying, people have always tried to use me as a stepping stone. They've always tried to rile me up. You've been jumping me. You've been calling me out. But now you attack my good friend. Well, you want me at no turning back. You've got me. Oh my God, Dr. Khan is Savage. And Dr. Khan says, I've been doing this a long time, and I fought guys just as big as you and just as strong as you. But the one thing that they had in common is that when they picked a fight with the Doctor, the only thing they really ended up leaving with was exactly what the Doctor ordered. One big prescription of an ass kicking from yours truly. Dr. Khan's mad, man. Dr. Khan is ready for this fight. Dr. Khan is ready for this fight, and it's official. At no turning back, we will see Dr. Khan versus Sean Savage for the No Holds Barred Championship. That is a big match. That is a big match to have signed up for our CTZ. I can't wait. What the hell? This is Rayho. I didn't even know Rayho was booked tonight, man. Look at him dancing. I love it. Rayho's always into this sort of stuff, man. He's always just like jamming with the fans, just having fun. Rayho has always been about having fun. You know, don't take away from his wrestling ability. This guy's been around for a long time. He had a great run when he first started in the XWA around 2006-07. But, you know, when he came to XWF, I think he's been doing great ever since, and he's had some great matches. So it's good to see him here tonight. I'm really happy for him. Why he's here, I don't know. Like I said, as far as I can see, he's not booked. So, I don't know what he's doing here, but I guess we're going to find out. Love this guy, man. Like I say, always so upbeat, always so up there having fun. But under the surface, he is a really good wrestler as well. The fans always big for him, really appreciating the work that he's put in over the years. And he's getting a microphone. What's this about? And he's saying, Reiho's saying that, I feel like I've got to come out here today. Interesting. What's he saying? He's saying that on the last few shows, he sat out the back and he's watched as Damage has attacked his friends. And he's had to watch as a friend who he's known for a long time made his debut in the XWF. He's talking about Cougar, isn't he? Yeah, there you go. He says that he's talking about James Cougar. And he's saying that Cougar came out and showed everyone that he still got it. But Damage jumped him for no reason other than the fact that somebody else was getting spotlight instead of him. Reiho's got a bone to pick with Damage, man. And Reiho says then Damage jumps to Bias Upson, then he throws him out the ring after a good match. There's no need for it. And Reiho says, now if you know him, he's pretty laid back and he doesn't often call people out. He doesn't, that's true. Reiho likes to mind his own business. But Reiho says, as an honest individual, if I don't do this, then I'm going to kick myself. He feels obliged to do this, man. Reiho says, so Damage, why don't you get yourself down to the ring and let's go. Oh my god, Reiho's challenging Damage to a match right now. He's not happy with Damage, man. He's not happy with how Damage has been doing things. And he wants a match against him right now. He's just waiting. Is Damage going to take him up on the offer? That's the question. Thing is, I've known Damage for a long time, and he will not back down from a challenge, and that's just the truth, and that's why this is happening right now. Now, Reiho and Damage, they've got some history. Nothing too big, but they've had a few matches in the XWA in the past. There's never really been a big feud between them, and like I said earlier, like Reiho said in the ring, he's never really a guy that tends to have a chip on his shoulder, or, you know, start a fight with people, but sometimes when he feels strongly about something, he will come out and he will say it, and that's what he's done tonight. And he's challenged Damage, and like I said, Damage will not back down from a challenge. In fact, I would say Damage seems to be on a lot of people's bad books at the moment. You know, he's being called out repeatedly by people, and you know, it's fair, man, because Damage is one of those guys that, you know, in his world, it's dog eat dog, and he wants to be the biggest dog, you know? That's just the way it always has been. Right, let's get this show on the road. Reiho versus Damage. Wasn't expecting this, looking forward to it. Let's see what these guys got in the tank. Nice wrist lock there from Damage. Reiho really trying to struggle to find a way out there, but he's managed to turn it up to a top wrist lock above Damage's head, putting the pressure and body weight on him. Damage slides out. He needed to find a way out of that side headlock from Damage. As Reiho got a way to turn this on his son. Oh, no. Headlock takeover by Damage. Damage mounting Reiho in the top position. Reiho rolls him through using the strength of his legs. And he's back onto his feet with a side headlock. Damage digging his toes into the canvas there. Pushing his body weight on Reiho. Bounces him off the rope. Goes for a clothesline, but Reiho ducks it. Strong strike to Reiho. Throwing these hooks there. Bludgeoning the side of Damage's head. And now an Irish whip into the corner. Reiho runs in. Body splash, but Damage quickly moves out the way. Look at that. Kick to the abdomen. Kick to the face. Lights out, man. Lights out. That made a sound when that connected with his jaw. Damage, Irish whip, draws him back in and just stamps through his chest with that signature Damage move. 1, 2, no, not even a 2. Reiho is still in this fight. Damage is going to need to do a lot more to put this guy away. Damage picking Reiho up to his feet. What's he got in mind? Goes for a scoop slam, but Reiho punch to the abdomen, elbow to the side of the head. He's a fireman. He's a fighting man. STO there. Nicely done. Nicely executed. Reiho getting the leg hook, putting his body onto the cover. It's a 1. A kick out on 1 by Damage. Both of these guys are very resilient, and I'm expecting they're going to have to go a decent length to put each other away. Reiho, look at the scoop slam, nicely executed. Reiho bouncing off the rope, look at that, nice little dance kick there. He kicked his leg around, did an elbow drop and a little spin. This is Reiho's got to inject a bit of fun into everything he does, man. Goes to grab Damage. Damage fights back with a punch to the abdomen, kick to the abdomen. He's working that abdomen, flying around his Zaguri. Really high kicks there, right in the side of Reiho's head. Forearms, these forearms. Damage is getting violent, man. Goes to grab Reiho, but Reiho boots him away. Drop kick in the face from Reiho. Great height there. Springy legs, man, for the cover. It's a 1. That's a 2. No, not even a 2. Damage is still in the game. Still in the game. Damage getting up to his feet, looking a little bit dazed. Reiho with the Irish whip, draws him back in. A short arm clothesline there from Reiho. Nicely done. Nicely done. Irish whip again, and draws him in with another short arm clothesline. Now the thing with that sort of move is it's minimal effort for you, but it's really going to do damage to your opponent, especially when you combine them up together. Damage, try to grab Reijo. Reijo punched him, but Damage booted him right in the face, and Reijo crumbles to the outside of the ring. That's quite a fall from the apron to the floor there, and that's definitely going to be a game changer in this match. A massive pace changer. Damage throws Reijo into that barrier, using the environment in his favor. Rolls Reijo back in the ring. Damage going for the quick cover, tries to roll him over for the cover. Here we go. It's a 1. It's a 2. It's a 2.3. 2.3. Reijo gets a shoulder up. Damage. Again, staying on him like a carnivore. This is what you gotta do. Nice neck breaker there. Pulled him down with force. Damage hooking over this cocky pin. 1, 2. A kick out on 2 by Reijo. He is still in the fight. He is still in the game. Stomps on his face, man. That's vicious. The Damage picking Reijo up to a dog position and just drops down with a double axe handle around his spine. Now Damage just mounting Reijo and just throwing these punches, and he wants this over, man. Reijo blocks it, but Damage stomps on his chest. Damage for the cover. That's a 1. That's a 2. No, and a kick out on 2.4 there by Reijo. You know, having a guy stomp on your stomach like that really squeeze the air out of you, really wind you. I think Reijo's got to find a way back. A nice cheeky left jab there. He's trying his best to fight back, but Damage kicks him in the abdomen and running single leg drop kick. And Reijo falls down like a house of cards, man. Irish whip into the corner, Damage all over Reijo like a rash, all over him like a rash. Look at this, grabs Reijo, Irish whip into the corner, Damage runs in, flying forearm, and Reijo just crumbles, man. He just falls down, and Damage, look at this, just driving a knee on the back of the head. Look how cocky he is. Look how cocky he is. Damage is in control and he knows it. He's in the driver's seat and he knows it. Puts him up for the collateral damage. No, oh! God, neck breaker on the knee. I thought he was going to hit him with collateral damage, but that could be just as worse. And just slaps Reijo. Disrespectful. 1, 2, 3, no. Reijo gets a shoulder up. Reijo's got to be hurting all over, man, and Damage is just zoning in on every weakness. Goes around for a German suplex. Reijo, he's fighting out. He's fighting out with the back elbow. He's got him in. Throwing out some gut buster. This is your chance, Reijo. Get back in the game. He's taunting him. He's ready. The fans are behind him. Damage up to his feet. Forearm smash from Reijo, and he kips up. Damage try to come in, Manhattan drop. Reijo, scoop slam. This is your moment, Reijo. Hit him with something big. Hit him with everything you got. He picks Damage up to his feet. Look at this combo. Look at this combo from Reijo. I love it. Reijo's energized. He's crouching down. Damage is sitting up a basement drop kick. Basement drop kick right between the eyes. This could be over. For the 1, for the 2, for the 3. No, Damage gets his shoulder up. Damage is still fighting. Damage has still got air in his lungs, and you're going to have to take it all the way if you want to beat him. Snap there from Reijo. Elbow on the top of the head. You can tell he's starting to get frustrated. He's just got to channel this frustration into fighting moments. Just like that. Massive punch. Damage falls down. Reijo picks him back up. Grabs him. And another tactical punch right in the forehead. Damage has got to be dazed, man. He's got to not know where he is right now. And Reijo's grabbing him. Damage is trying to push him away. Reijo runs straight back in with a clothesline. Reijo is smelling out the weakness now in Damage, as Damage was desperately trying to push him away. And this is Reijo's opportunity. Look at this. Hoist him up for a suplex. Damage with the knee on the top of the head. He's fighting back. Spins around. Kick to the abdomen. This is Damage's momentum. Shifting back in his favor. Drop kick in the chest cavity. Reijo goes for a line. Damage twists around into a neck breaker. And this is Damage's moment now. This is where Damage has turned the tables. Look at this. He hoists him up. He puts him up for the collateral damage, and he nails it on Reijo. And now he's torn him up for a brain damage, and if he hits this, it's lights out for Reijo. Wait, Reijo, he's fighting back. He won't let it. He saw it coming. Reijo tries to grab him, but Damage arm drags him over in a single leg drop kick right in between the eyes. Almost cut his head off, man. And he picks Reijo up, and he lines him up for it. No. Brain damage on the top of the skull of Reijo, and that's all she wrote, man, for the cover 1. For the cover 2, for the cover 3, and Damage defeats Reijo here tonight on XWF Shockwave 49. Big match. Reijo came out and he did what he stood for. He gave Damage a match, challenged him, and unfortunately he couldn't beat Damage tonight. Damage was the better man, but he got a great match out of it. And wait a minute. Luke Loin's coming from the crowd. He's just got in the ring. Look at this. Oh, Damage is sneaking away. He's chickening out. He doesn't want anything to do with Luke Loins yet, and he's leaving. Oh, you don't want it. You want it on your terms, don't you, Damage? It's alright if you sneak up. It's alright if you come after a match. Damage showing his true colors there, and Loins left in the ring. We're going backstage. Hazard here, and he's saying, I bet you think that you're so virtuous, don't you, Junction? You came out like a Marvel hero earlier. He's saying that you came down to that ring like Steve Rogers, like little Junction Captain America. Well, I'm Thanos, bitch, and I'm gonna snap my fingers and poof your gun. What's he talking about? And Hazard saying, so how about it, no turning back? We go into the end game, and I end you. Hazard challenging Junction at our CPV? No turning back? It's happening. It's happening. I've just got the confirmation. It's happening. It's Junction versus Hazard. It's CPV. No turning back. Or return CPV after hiatus. Man, this card's getting better and better. In fact, we're going backstage to the owner. He wants to talk about it. The owner's saying that he wants to take some time to talk about no turning back or return CPV. And he's saying that we've already got some great looking matches lined up. Let's take a look. I agree, let's have a look. So what we got Junction versus Hazard. And now this is all because of what happened earlier tonight. We're getting a match between them at CPV. I think that's great. We've got Munger versus Nightmares. Now you guys know that this feud has been boiling over for shows before we even went on hiatus. That's going to be great. We've got Dr. Karn versus Sean Savage for the No Holds Barred Championship. This started before we went on hiatus, and Savage has been attacking Karn. He's been jumping him, and now he attacked one of his best friends. It's gonna get real. And the main event will be Damage versus Luke Loins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damage is the #1 contender after he won the Gladiators Gauntlet match before he went on hiatus, and he still owns claim to that. It's gonna be a great match. The owner's saying, now as you can see, this is already an incredible lineup, but I'm going to add some more. He's going to add some more? And the owner says, first of all, I'm going to add the next round of our Women's Championship bracket to the card. Celesta will face Bella Morte on the pre-show with the loser ejected from the title running. That's going to be a great match. You know, we saw these two face off in the Gauntlet. To see them one-on-one is going to be great, and it's part of the Women's Championship tournament as well. That's awesome. And the owner's saying, earlier on tonight, before the show started, I told Drake and Treble to have the night off. The reason being that I had plans for both of them at no turning back. Interesting. What's the plans that he's got, man? And the owner saying Jacob Drake will attempt to gain his 10th defense of the Internet Championship against a secret opponent. Oh man, we did this when Tobias Upson had 10 defense. He had to get his 10 defense against a random opponent. It turned out to be Jacob Drake. And the owner saying, as for Treble, I've got an extra special surprise for you. You will face a new XWF signee. She's an MMA star who has signed an exclusive deal here at XWF, and her name is Taryn Knox. Oh my god, I've heard about her. She's an MMA star. This is her debut at No Turning Back. She's going to face Treble. Treble, you're going to have your work cut out for you, man. This is going to be big. And the owner's saying, and finally, I would like to add a tag team match to the card. And I figured that while we have 2 sets of tag team champions in the company, it would be a missed opportunity if I didn't book a historic match. What? The owner's saying, so our final addition to the card will be XWF Tag Division Champions Bronx Bunny versus OCW Universal Tag Team Champions, the Hardcore Hate Crew, with both sets of titles on the line. What the hell can he even do that? That's insane! Oh my god, that's historic. That is historic. Bronx Bunny, XWF Tag Champions, Hardcore Hate Crew, OCW Universal Tag Team Champions against each other with both sets of belts. Oh my god. The owner's saying, I'm sure you agree with me that we have an incredible CPV to look forward to. However, before we see tonight's show out, I think it's only fair that the XWF World Champion wrestles. Luke Loins, I know you won't have a problem with that because you're a fighting champion. He's a fighting champion, I agree. And the owner says, so if you will make your way to the ring for tonight's main event, I've handpicked you an opponent that I believe will give you a great match to make sure you are ready for no turning back. Oh my god, so we're going to get a main event. Luke Loins, it's a non-title match, by the way. I've just heard in my ear. It's a non-title match, but it's a tune-up match for Luke Loins to prove that he's got it in him to be the champion before he goes to the next show, which is our CPV, and faces the #1 contender and a bitter rival. These guys have a lot of history. Damage! That match is going to be big. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm mind blown by the card for No Turning Back. That card is absolutely quality. I mean, the tag match alone The tag match alone is next level, man. XWF Tag Team Championships, OCW Universal Tag Team Championships, on the line, both sets. One team's gonna leave as a double tag champion. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. Not to mention we got Nightmare and Munger. Not to mention we got Junction and Hazard. We've got Treble and Taron Knox. The debut of Taron Knox. We've got Jacob Drake defending the championship against an opponent that he doesn't even know. We got Celesta and Bella Morte in the pre-show. We got Khan and Savage, man. I'm looking forward. This could be one of our best CPVs ever. That card is outrageous. That card's big. Luke Loyne's looking very ready, but the question is, who's he going to be facing tonight in this non-title match? Because this is going to be a match where he can prove how good he is and how ready and how on top of the game he is for No Turning Back, where he will face Damage, which will undoubtedly be one of his hardest competitors. And oh my god, I was not expecting this. It's Big D. The first time we've seen him since we've come back from hiatus, and he is going to be facing Luke Loynes tonight in the main event. Now this is, I mean, the owner said to Luke Loynes, you're a fighting champion, you want a match, you want to fight someone that you're going to have to bring out your best to beat, so you can prove to yourself and everyone else that you're ready to face Damage, but no turning back. I was not expecting Big D, because Big D is a big son of a bitch. He's a hard son of a bitch. He's a one-time no-holds-barred champion son of a bitch. This guy is he's a beast. He's a monster, he's a machine. And I've seen him decimate people. I've seen him destroy people over the years, man. And Luke Loynes is no stranger. He knows Big D. These guys know each other. And Luke Loynes is really going to have to bring out his best, man. Because if Luke Loynes gets destroyed tonight by Big D, he's not going to be 100% for a CPV. You know, he's got to leave some in the tank. He's got to have time to recover. He's got to have enough to be able to recover. Show on the road. I mean, to be fair, Damage had a hard-fought battle against Ray Ho, so it's all fair and game. Suplex here from Big D. Look at the strength. Luke Loynes with a knee. He's got to fight back. He's got to fight back. Forearm smash to the big man. Forearm smash to the big man. Knife edge shot. Barely makes an impact, man. Elbow shot to the back of the head. Luke Loynes just throwing everything he's got at this guy, and he barely moves. And Zaguri doesn't even knock him off his feet. Big D just turns around and shakes it off like it was a freaking fly, man. This is the scary thing about Big D. Slow, though, like that. Luke Loynes has got the speed. He's got to use that in his advantage. Big shot to the chest and another one. Oh, my God. It's like a brick hitting you. Irish whip from Big D. Luke Loynes runs into the corner. Big D runs in and a massive knee to the abdomen. And this is not where you want to be. Grabs Luke Loynes around the ankles. Look at this. Look at this. Throws him off and he slams him down with the power of gravity. Luke Loynes in a bad way early on for the cover 1, 2, no, and a kick out just before the 2 by the World Heavyweight Champion. Big D taking control of the driver's seat early here. He's a big son of a gun and a massive forearm. And Luke Loynes just crumbled. And another one, and oh my God, he just blows him off his feet. It's like a hurricane, man. It's like a hurricane. Luke Loynes just trying to fight back with every fiber of his being, just throwing these strikes, but Big D just blocks them like nothing. An elbow shot from Big D, and he's holding the arm. And another one. Oh my God. And another one, and Luke Loynes goes down to the ground. Luke Loynes crawling for the rope, but Big D literally does not give this guy a second. Irish whip off the rope. What's Big D? Got back body drop. Oh my God, that's 7 foot plus, man. That's 7 foot plus drop. D is a dangerous individual. He picks Luke Loynes, and Luke Loynes is on his knees. He's trying to get up to his feet. He's trying to fight back with every fiber of his being. And Zaguri there, step up, but Big D just turned around into the corner. He can't take the big man off his feet in the tornado DDT, and this is the momentum shift that the champion needs. This is exactly what Luke Loynes needs to get in control of this match, to start working down the monster that is Big D. Luke Loynes just throwing every strike he's got in the bag. Everyone just throwing these punches into the forehead, just throwing every bit of offense, every ounce of offense that he's got into the corner. Runs in, clothesline, grabs the head, runs out on the bulldog from Luke Loynes. He's getting his momentum. He's getting into the action for the cover for the 1. No, and a kick out of 1. And imagine if you are Luke Loynes right now. Imagine if you are Luke Loynes and you throw punch after punch after punch. Knife edge chop, running, clothesline, bulldog. You just throw everything at the kitchen sink at this guy, and you pin him, and it's a 1. And you think, what have I got to do to take Big D down? And Luke Loynes with a single leg drop kick, run the jaw, and that was enough to knock Big D off his feet for the cover for the 1. And Big D grabs the bottom rope. He grabs the bottom rope. Look at Luke Loynes deep down in this guy's heart. there's got to be concern that you are fighting one of the biggest, toughest men in XWF. And Big D blocks a punch and throws a forearm back at him. Runs in and just clotheslines through him like a steam train, like a freight train, like a tank. Big D picking Luke Loins up, and look at the strength in this guy. Look at the strength in this guy. Massive scoop slam. Oh my God. For the cover. 1, 2. No, and a kick out by Luke Loins. The world champion continues to fight in this moment. If he was to lose tonight to Big D, think of how detrimental that would be to his mood and his attitude, his momentum going into the CPV to face Damage for the title. Luke Loins needs this win. Luke Loins needs this win for the momentum, for the state of mind going into pay-per-view. And Big D, look at this, going for a fall-away slam here. Goes to throw him, Luke Loins onto his feet. This is where Luke Loins needs to be. He's fighting back. The crowd getting behind him. Look at Luke Loins just throwing everything he's got at Big D. Throwing everything he's got him. He sweeps the legs out of the big man. He moves him onto the bottom rope, slingshot into that bottom rope, guillotine style. Luke Loins pulling out the signature maneuvers for the cover, for the 1, for the 2. And Big D grabs that bottom rope again. Too close to the ropes with those long arms, man. Luke Loins has got to find a way to get Big D in the center of the ring and keep him down. He's just throwing these forearms. He's giving him everything he's got. Irish whip from Luke Loins. What's it got? A nice spear from Luke Loins. Taking the big man down. And you can feel that he's starting to feel that fire. He's starting to feel that energy. Kicking the leg. DDT. Beautifully done for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Big D gets a shoulder up just before the 3. Luke Loins, the world champion. Just wondering what has he got left in the tank to deliver on this big guy. What has he got left? Another enziguri, and this time Big D goes down to the ground. And Luke Loins off the rope. Signature knee drop right in the eyeballs, right in the forehead of Big D. And this is Luke Loins' moment. If he can hit him with that to hell and back, it's over. It's over. Big D with a clothesline. He's not giving it to him. Clothesline again. Luke Loins up to his feet. Irish whip from Big D. Runs in all that body weight. Big D off the ropes. Luke Loins with a clothesline. He's fighting back. Clothesline of his own. Another one. A second one. Under the arm of Big D's clothesline. Jumps up. Hoists him up and he drop kick. Big D popped him up. Luke Loins drop kick straight off the rope. Knee drop again. That second signature knee drop. Luke Loins crouching in the corner. Torning Big D up. The fans are behind him. Luke Loins, if he can hit him with tail and back, it's as good as done. Big D chokes him. Oh, believe it. Elbow. Elbow. Luke Loins fighting back. Luke Loins fighting back under the arm. Luke Loins hoists him up to hell and back. Hits him with a finisher for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Luke Loins defeats Big D here tonight on Shockwave 49, and he needed that win. He needed that momentum going in to the CPV, no turning back, where he will face the number 1 contender, Damage, and one of his most rivaled competitors. These two men are going to go at it in a main event, and I'm looking so forward to it. I know you guys are as well. We got a great card. Please join us. And wait a minute, Damage is coming in the ring. Or you want to do it on your terms. Damage is coming in the ring, and he gets power slam. The signature power slam of Luke Loins. Damage wanted it on his own terms, and he's got it. He's got it. Luke Loins goes to grab him. Damage moves him around. Damage going for it. What's he going for? He grabs the arm. Luke Loins punches him right in between the eyes. Luke Loins under the arm. Luke Loins down and back on Damage. He puts away the number 1 contender. Damage holding his back in agony. Luke Loins picking him up. Throws him out the ring. Damage crumbles to the outside. Luke Loins is done with him. Wait a minute. The crowd won it. The crowd won it. Luke Loins fired up. He's going to do it. The crowd told him to do it. Luke Loins threw the ropes. Oh my God, into the barrier. And Damage just smacked against it with the force of megatons. The force of megatons. And Luke Loins torn into the crowd. Damage is just busted on the ground. He's trying to get up to his feet. Luke Loins double axe handle. The world champion leaving a message for the number 1 contender who has been sneaking around, sleazing around, worming around, weaseling around for the last few shows since we came back, and this is sweet justice for Luke Loins right now. Luke Loins torn into the fans. And this is the message we are leaving before we head to our CPV. Luke Loins takes out Damage on the show before. What message does that deliver to the number 1 contender? What message does that deliver to him, and what momentum, what mood, what positivity does that give the champion heading in to no turning back? The fans behind Luke Loins, as they have been since he won that championship, and he has had a great run. Will he be able to continue it at no turning back, where he faces one of his hardest challenges to date in the form of Damage, a man that is shattered and battered on the outside? Ladies and gentlemen, no turning back. Please, please join us. I'm looking so forward to the show. Our main event, as we just seen, will be Damage, the #1 contender, challenging the World Heavyweight XWF Champion, Luke Loins. A rivalry that has raged for a long time. These guys have never liked each other since the show started. Please join us. Please check out the Undiscovered Core Talent. Please follow us on social media. XWF_UCT on Twitter, where you can get updates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for our CPV. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for those of you in the live chat. I really do appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the show. It's been a hard, long road. We was out for 4 years. We're back. We've run shows. We're coming up to our first CPV. We've got a great lineup. I think all the guys are going to put their best. We're going to have a great show. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you there. And as I always say, peace out.